All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Captain Cody Davis hanging out with you guys once again, and came out here to grab some things out of the boat to shoot some tip videos for you guys. I had a few requests on a lipless crankbait or rattle trap video, whatever you want to call it. Kind of my setup on that, when I throw it. I've had a few other requests for some videos and thought I'd knock some of those out to kind of stagger and post while I'm, throughout the course of the week. I'm actually getting ready to leave here in about 3 hours to head up to South Georgia for the last weekend of deer season. Me and Breezy are hopefully going to go up there and put some meat in the freezer. But before I did that, I was going to shoot these videos and get them edited and everything. But thought while I'm out here, I've had a lot of you asking how the pond's going. Is it done? You got fish in it yet? Whatever. So thought I'd just kind of give you guys an update on this deal out here. Is the pond done? Yes, it's been done for forever now, and but you guys know with a project like this, it's never fully done. I'm constantly adding to it, putting fish in it, putting plants, and just kind of playing with it. I really can't put into words how happy, thankful I am to have this thing. Just to have it at all. I never thought I'd be married with a kid, with another kid on the way, on a piece of property with a house where I've got farm animals. And I can walk out to my own private pond. It's crazy how life works, and I'm very thankful for it. The right people came together, the right things lined up. I had a horseshoe in my pocket for this deal, and I can't tell you how happy I am just with how it came out. It's awesome, and having a lot of fun playing with it. So kind of just showcase it to you guys here. So the first eyesore you're going to see is I've got a hose tied to a bucket with rocks in it, and basically what happened was my father-in-law had a bunch of this pea rock up at his shop that he had to get rid of. So he came and dumped it here. So we kind of had a nice, bank to walk on, and it doesn't look terrible, looks good. And for our little beach area here. And we had a pump hooked up to this hose where I was spraying all of this down to get all the dirt washed out of it. And you could pretty easily see where I stopped. So just got busy and haven't done this side yet. Was hoping that Mother Nature, with all the rain we'd have, would wash it out, but I guess it wasn't enough. So when I get back from Georgia, this will probably be the first order of business, is just hosing all this down with the big pump and making it look more white and clean like what we have over here. So for now, this is just kind of hanging out. I'm not even going to try to explain to you why all this junk is here, but it was just kind of a jerry rig setup here. But you guys can see we've got some cattails taking root and growing here, just kind of just spread out around the pond. Basically all I've been doing is just on my guide trips, if I see some small cattails and whatnot kind of growing out of a tussock or whatever, throwing it in my back live well and bringing them home and just kind of strategically planting them around the pond. And I have absolutely no gardening or anything experience at all. I've literally just been kind of sitting them down there, and they've been taking root. Even with all the high winds, the crazy water level changes we've been having with the crazy weather, these guys are doing great. They look super cool. And you can see we got some new ones starting to sprout up here. So we got cattails, we've got arrowheads, got a little bit of whatever I can find. What the heck is that? Oh, check this out. I don't know if you guys can see him. I don't know why he's not moving. I don't know if you guys can see. We got a bowfin. Give you the waterland view here. I don't even know if that's working. Got a bowfin just chilling right here. It's so cool. I just put him in here the other day. A lot of you might ask, why the heck would you put a mudfish or a bowfin in the pond? Because I like them. They're the most native fish you can come across. They've been here before bass. They've been here since the dinosaurs, really, and they're no different than a catfish, in my opinion. I don't think they do anything. They don't harm anything. And I had some guys down from the UK for 2 days, and they ended up catching actually 3 of them. So I brought 2 of them home and put them in the pond. I think they're super. I mean, if you're gonna have an actual Florida swamp pond, you got to have all the Florida species in it, right? So I put 2 bowfin in here. Might even put a few more. I know a lot of people catch them, they beat them over the head with their golden rule, they kill them, they slice them open and throw them in the weeds. But I don't do that. Yes, they frustrate me when I'm in a tournament and I think a 12-pound bass just flushed my frog and it's a mudfish, but that's not the fish's fault. So I put 2 of them in here. I've got, trying to remember, I'm doing fish math. I think I've got 2 bowfin, 5 or 7 channel cats, probably between 15 and 18 largemouth, probably 20 bluegill in here. Now I do want to put some more I want to put some specks in here, or crappie. And I know what a lot of you were saying, like, oh, that pond's not big enough to sustain that many fish. It's big enough to sustain that many fish, for one. It's like 24 feet deep in the middle. But also on top of that, I'm not looking to make this a self-sustaining pond. I bring home minnows, domestic and wild shiners, twice a week from work, and I feed all the fish in here. On top of that, I got some fish pellets coming in to feed the catfish and the bluegill and things. So again, I'm not looking to make this self-sustaining and leave it alone and let the fish fend for themselves. I feed them, they're my pets. So that's what's in here. I do want to put a few peacock bass in here as well. Some people may be opposed to that, but I kind of want to. But we'll see. I've got some, like I said, the bass that are in here. Again, out of that 15, there's a couple of 5 to 6 pounders, and they go all the way down to, you know, 10, 11 inches. Got some small ones in here. And what's cool is about a week ago, I walked out here, and there's tons of fry swimming around. I don't know if they're catfish fry, I don't know if they're bluegill fry, I don't know if they're bass fry, I have no idea. But some of the bass I put in here were probably spawning when I caught them, or getting ready to spawn, so I might already have some bass spawn in here. You guys can see we've got this white heron has been hanging out for like 3 days, which is super cool. I mean, that was kind of the goal for the pond, is just to get stuff like that to come and hang out, and the bass will blow the shiners up on the bank and he'll grab some of them, which I think is cool. Hopefully he hangs around. What do you guys think I should name him? Hopefully he hangs out. And there's a kingfisher. I don't see him. He was just flying around right here. One of those little kingfisher birds that'll hang out on the power lines up here, and he just dive bombs the pond all day, and he's super cool. If you see any movement, we've got Kitty. Oh, I'm sorry. We got Kitty and Turtle, the 2 kittens here. They were found under a semi-tire at Breezy's shop, so she brought them home, and now they just roam the yard. And obviously we feed them and stuff, but they're really good at walking under your feet and making you trip when you're trying to do stuff in the yard. Hopefully no alligators get in here, or else these guys are going to be not here anymore. Oh, I thought he just grabbed something. He grabbed a leaf. Or if these bowfin or bass get big enough, they'll jump up on the bank and get them. But either way, you guys can see the water's staying pretty clean. I don't know really what to do with any submerged vegetation. I thought about trying to find some pepper grass or something. I don't know how that would take root. I don't know how to even get that started, but I don't want it to overtake the pond. I don't think it will because it's so deep in the middle, but for now, the banks are staying very clean, even with all the muck and everything we have up here on the banks with all the rain. You guys can see it's relatively clean, and it does get much cleaner than this. We've just been getting pounded with rain. These guys are super cool. My parents got me and Breezy 3 cypress trees for Christmas. Super cool, very unexpected, something I definitely wanted to get, and they were able to find them. So we've got 1 here, and then we've got 2 on the 2 kind of corners up there of the pond. Initially we wanted to plant them much closer to the water, but because we've sloped this bank so much, there's only like, you know, 6-7 inches of soil here by the water's edge. We didn't have enough muck or soil to plant them in, so we've got them up here about 3 or 4 feet from the water's edge. But obviously as they grow, those roots will kind of seek out and go to the water's edge. Probably gonna try and get a couple more of them before too long. They're super cool. Definitely like the looks of them. Got some more arrowheads. Trying to see if we see anything else on the bank here. A lot of these smaller cattails I've been picking up have been in just kind of these root balls of all kinds of different native grasses. You can see here, like, there's some juvenile cattails, there's pennywort in there, and there's even some arrowheads in there. The pennywort's doing good. I'm not too concerned with that overtaking the pond, because if that can kind of grow around the perimeter, and then obviously if it starts getting too thick, you just come out here with a rake and just kind of rake some of it out. No need to spray it, right? And it's all native, so I'm all about it. So hopefully we get some pennywort, and obviously what that'll also do, if I can get it to kind of grow here along the bank, like this one is here, it'll filter the water, and it'll also kind of act as a buffer from this muck that's washing into the water here, and keep the end of the day, it's just going to keep the water cleaner. But these guys are coming through super, super strong. And obviously, you know, the fish kind of, a lot of times I'll put a bunch of shiners in here and do a lap around the pond. And a lot of these shiners are hiding up in here or what have you. I've put a lot of wild shiners in here. So if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get some kind of a spawn from them. If I get some more, you know, vegetation in here for them to hide in, that would be, that'd be pretty cool. You guys can see Cheese and Quackers are still hanging out. The two ducks. Blake likes to chase them to the pond every morning before school. And they're super cool, super friendly. But again, more cattails. You can see they're just strategically, it's not the word, gradually just kind of spreading out and taking root and growing. My main goal is for this whole entire bank to just be solid cattails. Kind of block a little bit of the road, and then it just prevents people from trying to walk from the road down here to bust a cast in the pond. So hopefully these keep growing. There's random eggs in the pond. Look at this. But both of these ducks are males, so I don't know where these eggs are coming from, but they just keep showing up out here. I do have chickens, so I don't know if my chickens are coming out here to drink water and laying eggs. Look at this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs here. I don't know what kind of eggs they are. This is that kind of little drain, that little ditch we did here. The cattails are growing up real well. Again, we got some more pennywort. This is, oh, that shiner is about to get busted. Oh, I thought we were going to get an explosion, but we didn't. I have noticed I will walk up here when the water's high, and sometimes there'll be like 3 dozen shiners and minnows crammed in this corner just trying to hide. It's really overcast right now, so you really can't see down in there, but they very well could be hiding in there from old Billy Bass to come eat them. I thought if I walked the bank, I'd spook some bait out and the bass would blow up, but I would have thought, like I might have said this at the beginning of the video, if I would have thought this through, I would have filmed this video yesterday when I brought home 4 dozen baits, 5 dozen shiners, and threw them in the pond, and you guys could have seen all hell break loose. But I did not think it through because I'm not smart, so this is what you guys are dealing with. But either way, she's done. I mean, I'm just playing with it now. I want to plant some sort of grass down this edge right here, but I'm not sure what to do. I really don't want cattails. They're too tall. I kind of want this to be kind of an open bank. I was really thinking needle grass down this side because this shelf sticks out. You guys can see it probably sticks out before the drop off 3 feet here. But if you get down this far, that's a good 4.5 to 5 foot of shelf out into the water where needle grass or something like that would grow. Even Kissimmee grass would be cool. So you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think I should plant on this side. And then obviously my main goal is from this clump of round reeds. There's a little clump of cattails here. Sorry, we got the trash truck coming. I want to keep all of this pocket open. This is where I put that shelf. This is where I plan on doing some fish feeding videos and stuff. You know, and I think it's really cool when I pull up with the boat before I park it up there. This is where I come and dump all the shiners in. And a lot of the bass that have been introduced into here at first are getting to know the routine. And by the time I get out of that truck, they're already sitting right here on this little flat beach area waiting to be fed. And my thoughts were, with it being shallow on this lighter bottom, you'll be able to see them come in and get some cool footage, and it'd be cool for Lake to play with and see the fish coming up to eat. So that's about it. My parents also surprised us with these 2 lounge chairs here. So eventually, when it's not nasty weather here in South Florida, me and Breezy can sit out here. I can enjoy an adult beverage. She can't because she's pregnant. And we can sit by the fire and sit out over our pond. So again, super, super happy with how this came out. I mean, really can't even explain to you guys how cool I think it is. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the pond. Let me know what you think I should name the white heron. Hopefully he continues to hang out. And let me know what you think would look cool going down that bank right there. Needle grass, Kissimmee grass. I know most of you bass fishermen are going to say hydrilla, but don't think I want to fool with that. So that's it. I'm going to go to the boat. I'm going to grab some stuff to shoot another video for you guys. Hopefully you guys like this one. Like I said, I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will see you guys on the next one. Later.